If you're seeing this, it might already be too late. Today marks the second day of the M4 merch drop. It dropped yesterday, Friday, and today is now Saturday. So if you haven't went to schnatterdays.com already and picked up your merch, definitely go ahead and go over there now to check it out. We dropped new M4 hoodies and t-shirts. We got the M4 on the back with all the sponsors that brought this car back to life. And then we also have the Schnatter Days logo in the front, nice and subtle on a nice light gray hoodie and a more darker gray t-shirt. And of course, upon a lot of your guys' requests, we have blown up M4 oil from when this car spun a rod bearing and left us stranded when it first initially broke. And as you can see, there is bearing material in every single one of these bottles, and they're all individually numbered, which means if you get number 1 of 250, the one I'm holding, you got the one I'm holding. So go ahead, schnatterdays.com. Now let's get back into the video. 2 years ago, if you told me that my Huracan would be right in front of the Valvetronic HQ, I would ask, I'm gonna have a Huracan? And it's gonna be at Valvetronic? What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. If you guys have been around for a little bit, you'll know that my 610-4 Huracan has the OG Valvetronic exhaust. Well today, we are putting on an exhaust from Valvetronic that is newly developed, that is going to break the internet. Now about a week ago, I shipped my car here to Pennsylvania, across the country, to get this exhaust installed and hang out with the boys at Valvetronic. I could have easily put the exhaust on at my house, but I figured we might as well have some fun with the guys. We got the Valvetronic G80, that is Brandon's, and F80, and today is the day we are going to experience a new sound from the 5.2 V10. So let's go ahead and turn on my car and go for a little cruise because I have been missing this thing. It has been a week, but a very long week. And we're gonna need to let her warm up and get some gas. We gotta be calm, we gotta be calm. This V10 will suck up gas really quick if we're not careful. And it doesn't look like we have much left. Let's see how expensive gas is here compared to Idaho. I honestly don't expect too much of a difference. Also, it does cost quite a bit to fill up this car, so it's one thing I don't miss, but it's going to have to happen today. They got 93 octane. I'm assuming it's gonna be $69. Well, I was $8 off. Might have to apply for a loan to pay off this tank. Now that we have a full tank, that means we can full send. This car is so fast. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's twin turboed, but it's not gonna be safe, I'll tell you that much. All right, this is as good a spot as any to do a few revs. It's kind of windy, so I'm sorry if there's some wind noise, but I think the V10 should carry through the wind. And just think, it's going to sound better than that. All right, I got some flybys real quick and then go back to the HQ. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make it sound better, but they're going to. just the downshifts. Oh. It's time to put this car under the knife for a couple hours. How long is this gonna take?
About 40.
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Yep.
Okay, we'll hold you to that.
Okay.
All right.
No, I'll edit the videos though.
Okay.
Which you guys can check the link down below.
Now Shane told me he didn't like this color initially, and then he saw it in person. There's pearl in it, don't worry.
So this is the thing, you guys are probably gonna be the same way as well, but the green, that's all you see on video, it's just green. But then when you're actually in person, it has like this crazy flake. You could probably get it under the right lighting. You can probably find it, but I think it looks really good now.
I think it looks.
What is this, Verde Mantis?
Verde Mantis, probably the best color on the Huracan, actually. That's my opinion.
A little subjective now.
Here is the new exhaust system. This car, at the end of the day, is going to sound like an LFA. Now, an LFA has a displacement of 4.8 liters. So I think I might be wrong. The lower the displacement, the somewhat higher the pitch will be from an engine, right?
Correct.
So the bigger the displacement, the more deeper tone. We're trying to get
Higher pitch.
a lower displacement pitch
Yes.
from a higher displacement engine.
Yes.
That's the technical term. So the boys are working. This whole system was completely made in-house by these guys. Every single system is custom fab for the car. So the R8 and the Huracan is slightly different to sound the same.
Yes, and then the STO is different as well because the bumper outlets on the STO are direct through like the center.
Yeah.
And then out here, they're the quads on the sides.
So this is gonna be cool. How good are you at climbing?
Bro, you know you talking to me?
Go turn it on.
Brendan, should I turn it on?
Don't ask. Stop. He didn't say anything. Turn on. There you go. Ah. Give it a little blip.
Too loud, too noisy.
Go ahead and hop down.
Jump on a Goomba. Bro, Verde Mantis drone. I'm actually 6'4".
That looks sick. We are getting down to the final minutes, and then we'll get a start without the bumper on because I don't want to wait that long. All right, here we go. Okay, so far it's still very similar. Go ahead. I can definitely hear that. It's way louder too.
You hear how high pitch it is?
That sounds cool.
Oh my God.
There it is.
All right, shut her down.
All right, let's get the bumper on and then get this thing under load. It's so much louder. That green is so bright in the sun. It is so much louder. Holy. Oh, he's on the phone.
Okay, you know we have no plate, right?
It sounds way different.
Give it a downshift. One more. And go slow, up.
howls at you. It's like
Yeah.
a wah, and it builds up slowly. You don't get that out of any other exhaust for this platform.
This sounds ridiculous. Dude, that is so loud. Dude, it's so loud it set off my watch. That sounds so much different. Dude, that's gnarly.
Yep.
Wow. It makes it sound like you're going really freaking fast.
Wait till you get on it too. When you're like really on it, it's insane.
Yeah, that's stupid. You guys built a crazy exhaust. Holy. What's crazy is it changes. Like once it gets to 5,000, it turns into a different car. It's like, it's still like low RPM, you can still tell it's a Huracan, and then higher RPM, you're like, what kind of car is that? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I could buy that $78 in gas. Wow. Now tomorrow, because this video is not gonna end today, tomorrow we're gonna go on that. That's an Airstrip. So we're gonna get all the launches and all the flybys we want over there. We're gonna get one today just because I want to get one, but tomorrow is when all the crazy stuff is gonna happen. This is the best sounding V10 exhaust I've ever heard. This is wild.
So what's really crazy is that I've been in just about every platform for the 5.2 liter stuff. Been in the R8s, the Technicas, the Huracan STOs and all that. And I told Jake, I said, listen, the LP610 is the craziest sounding one out of all of them. It's just so raw. You guys are gonna get I don't know if Brandon talked about this at all, but it's the 5 to yours is 9,000, 5 to 9,000. You get this incredible resonance. I could closely relate to like an SVJ of some sort.
It sounds like it's trying to be an SVJ and an LFA at the same time.
Yep.
Like it has the V10 like origin, but it has that SVJ like trumpet sound.
Yeah.
So it's very different. It doesn't sound exactly like either one. It sounds like a mix between the two.
Yep. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's get the f out of here.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's wild.
Bro.
It's wild. All right, this is the second day with the exhaust. I've already almost went through a half a tank of gas, and I've only probably went about 60-ish miles. We got Ford Explorer, Hellcat that's around the corner, and my car. We're taking it to the Airstrip, and this is gonna be fun. And by the end of it, we'll end off the video, but we need some more sounds to exhaust because this sounds wild. All right, here we go. All right. Not many people drive my car anymore, but Austin can afford it if anything happens. It's loud, but it sounds good. That's the difference. It's loud, but it sounds good. And low on the RPM too, it's not like obnoxious. Like I could drive this car in my neighborhood at like 2,000, 2,500 RPMs and like not make them mad. Wow. That sound carries a long way.
I don't think your neighbors would hate you too much if you came home at like 3 in the morning.
No, I mean, it sounds good, so there's a difference.
It might wake everyone up, but...
Here's that bump. Ah. It doesn't sound like a Huracan. It doesn't. Like if you closed your eyes and listened to that, you would not say a 610-4 Huracan. But now you would, because Valvetronic made this exhaust. And if you want your own exhaust, especially this one, use code JAKE5 to get 5% off.
What's the rental car policy on putting exhaust on there?
Now, apparently the rule is you can't have more than one car running on the strip at a time, which I understand because there are people's houses right here, but that would have been so cool if we had a Huracan, a Technica, and an R8. Like 1, 2, 3, kind of staggered a little bit, just went near, near, near. It would sound wild. This car has seen over 5,000 RPM more times this weekend than it's seen its entire life. Definitely gonna bring it back home and do an oil change, spark plugs, transmission service, and here we go.
That was red line and some.
You hear the echo? What? That exhaust is good and hot.
No lights, and I have it sitting here without the brakes on. And, you know, this is very important about operating on the Airstrip. Whenever you drive cars like this and you get them really hot, that's why all the racetracks are always flat. The grounds are always flat, so you can leave the car without the parking brake on, not in gear, so the car can sit and the brakes can cool without getting hot spots on the brakes.
How many times you bottom out in that bridge?
Twice.
Now, due to permissions, I am not allowed to drive on the Airstrip, and that's okay. I do not want to hit that bump down there when I have no experience hitting that bump down there. So we're gonna go ahead, go for a little nice cruise, back to Valvetronic HQ, and end off this video. Now we are going to stay in Strata. We're gonna keep traction control on, and we are gonna keep this car under 3,000 RPM and just let it suck up some nice cool Pennsylvania air and cool the heck down. All right, safely back at Valvetronic. We kept it pretty chill, and this car is a menace now. It's crazy. It's so much more fun to drive, and I'm definitely gonna go through so much more gas. Again, if you want your own Valvetronic setup, definitely go ahead, check them out, and use code JAKE5 to get 5% off. Whether you have an F80, GT3 RS, Huracan, or anything else, they got you covered. And with that being said, I think that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And definitely go cop some merch if you haven't yet, because there are a lot of orders happening right now while I'm filming this video. Drive safe.